everyone, welcome to the latest installment of Fit Friday. My name is Cindy Miller, therapist with Simon Physical Therapy. I've been a therapist for 18 years, working in an outpatient orthopedic setting, and a therapist with Simon Physical Therapy for 12. Today we're going to talk to you about a strengthening exercise for our core stabilizers. These are the muscles that are located in our lower abdominal area. The exercise that we're going to show, explain, and educate you on today is called the dynamic lumbar stabilization knee extension. This will strengthen our lower abdominal muscles, which are imperative to be strong for good posture to decrease the risk of injury to our low back and hip regions. We have Darren joining us here, and he's going to help us show you how to do this exercise. So again, this is the dynamic lumbar stabilization strengthening exercise, and it's going to work our lower abdominals. You're going to find these muscles located about at our belly button and going down in just below the belt line. Now, to do this exercise, you're going to lay on your back. Typically, a bed is a safe surface. If you're younger and are comfortable getting on the floor safely and can get back up safely, you can do it on your floor. You're going to lay with your knees bent. Please make sure that you have a pillow under your neck, because not only do we want to keep our spine safe, we also want to keep our neck safe. So as you can see, Darren's head is in a nice neutral position. His head isn't terribly high, like so, or terribly low. So the pillow is also important, even though we're focusing the exercise on our lower abdominals. Now, you're going to lay in what we call a hook line position, which all that means is you're going to lay with both knees bent. Now, the trick to this exercise is that your knees aren't too high. Once we elevate the knees in such a manner, it takes away the work of the lower abdominals and now becomes an exercise for our hip flexors, which are the muscles on the top of our thigh. So, an angle about like this, and your first step is to do what we call a pelvic tilt, which basically all that means is bringing your belly button up towards your chin. So you'll see Darren's belt buckle rotate upward toward his chin. This is going to flatten his back, keep his back safe, keep his spine safe, and accentuate the contraction of his lower abdominals. Now, if you touch here, and you can check this at home when you do this yourself, you want to feel a firmness before you start the movement of the actual exercise. So once he has a nice pelvic tilt, you can now move on to the second stage, which is basically extending one of your legs. Now, when you do this, you shouldn't see any kind of movement in the upper part of the thigh. So this is correct, and you'll feel a strong contraction and maybe even a straining feeling in the lower abdominals. You're going to start out holding it for about 5 seconds. Once you hold it 5 seconds, you're going to bring it down, and you're going to alternate to the opposite side. Pelvic tilt, extend the knee. Now, you notice that Darren's upper leg doesn't move during this exercise. What we don't want to do is move the thigh. So if you do it wrong, this is what you're going to get. And again, you don't want to do it this way, because now you're working the quadriceps versus the lower abdominals. So we've done each one, holding 5 seconds. You're going to repeat each side. Starting out, I would do 5 repetitions, holding each one 5 seconds. As this begins to get easier, pelvic tilt, extend, you can increase your hold time by 3 to 5 seconds at a time. So this one is more about longer hold, increasing the hold time to increase the postural strength of your lower abdominals. Okay, so step 1 of the dynamic lumbar stabilization knee extension exercise for our lower abdominals is to lay on your back with both knees bent. You will then tighten the lower abdominals, do a pelvic tilt, bringing your belly button to your chin. You're going to hold that position, and as you're holding, you're going to start with one leg, and you're going to extend at the knee, keeping the upper thigh still. You're going to hold that for roughly 5 seconds and lower it down. Repeat the tilt, squeeze the abdominals, and extend your opposite, holding for 5 seconds. Repeat each side 5 times, starting out with a 5-second hold. Thank you all for watching this installment of Fit Friday. If you have questions, please comment below and don't forget to subscribe.